and then we'll switch and one. All right. Hello, everyone. This is our very first episode of Tailgating.
Hello.
And you might notice that tailgating looks like it's misspelled, but it's not, because we're going to tell tales about our favorite teams, maybe our favorite athletes, or maybe not so favorite, but whatever. We're just going to talk about sports.
That's right, Bruce. I'm from Houston originally, so my favorite teams are like the Astros, the Rockets. I used to like the Houston Oilers way back in the day, but I moved to Austin, Texas. So as you can see by my apparel, I'm a hardcore UT fan, Longhorns, baby. What about you, Daryl? Who's some of your favorite teams?
I'm definitely all things Houston. I'm talking the Texans. I'm talking Astros. I'm talking Rockets. I'm talking Texas A&M Aggies, baby.
Wow.
Gig 'em. So, yeah, that's where I am with that, man.
Okay. Well, Bruce, I tell you what. Today, you got the middle seat. Why don't you tell us some of your tales? What are some of your favorite baseball stories?
Let me tell you my favorite teams first.
Okay.
My favorite teams are going to be Dallas Cowboys,
Okay.
and the Dallas Mavericks, and the Texas Rangers. So let me tell you about the Texas Rangers, okay? Now, the Texas Rangers, this helmet right here
Wow.
is a souvenir helmet from the very first year the Rangers existed. So I've kept this all these times.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, 1974, that was soon after I got this helmet, the Rangers looked like they're finally going to win a pennant.
Mm-hmm.
They had two pitchers, Jim Bibby
Okay.
and Ferguson Jenkins. Now, Fergie Jenkins pitched phenomenal that year.
Wait a minute. I thought Fergie Jenkins pitched for, like, Chicago, like the Cubs or the
Well,
White
you're
Sox.
right. That's where he's known for, but he ended his career down here with the Rangers. I think he pitched a little bit afterwards, but the year he was with the Rangers, it was a work of art. The guy was masterful. My brother and I went to one of his games, and it's probably the best game I've ever seen pitched. I mean, he was out and out and out. He was on his way to a no-hitter when Bert Campaneris, I remember it because it was not good, he put a drag bunt down,
Okay.
barely beat it out for a hit, and broke up the no-hitter. And as you both know, you don't break up a no-hitter
Yeah.
with a scratch bunt.
Don't do
I'm
that.
not a big baseball guy, but that's one thing I know myself.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyway, Jenkins ended up with 25 wins that year. Bibby had 19, but Jenkins could have won the Cy Young Award, but he lost it out to Jim Catfish Hunter with the Oakland A's because he won 25 games too, and Oakland, well, they won the pennant.
Wow. You know what I love about that era is everyone seems to have like a really cool nickname, Catfish. I just love the
Blue
fact-
Moon Autumn was out there. You're right.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
You know, like I said, I'm not a big baseball fan, but I'm getting there. I'm from Houston, and I mentioned at the beginning, I'm an Astros fan, and they've had some success over the last several years. And I've surrounded myself with some people that are hardcore baseball fans, specifically the Astros, and I tell you that energy is just there. Now, I know there were some issues with trash cans a few years ago.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. But last season, that was a righteous win, and I just love to see the pennant come home to Houston. The energy from my hometown, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, Daryl, like, you're from Houston too. Like, how did that feel?
Man, it felt, amazing. And, you know, you say you don't want to talk about the trash cans. I do.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I do. They cheated because I felt like that was a poor representation of what baseball really is. I was upset with them in the moment when we first found out that they were cheating because they really didn't have to.
Right.
They really didn't have to.
They had-
Well, that's true. That's
and
true.
after they were caught and things started, they started to break the team up and firing the coaching staff and management and that kind of thing, they still came back the season after and put up record numbers with the bats. So, it proves they really didn't have to do that. They were a great team. But then when they brought in Dusty Baker,
Yeah.
great move for the Houston Astros. They changed the management and everything. And like I say, we lost some good people like George Springer, and then Carlos Correa left. But we still have Altuve, and he's struggling a little bit with injury and that kind of thing. But yes, the trash cans were embarrassing, but the comeback after the trash can situation was golden.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
you know
that'd
the
be funny.
Rangers, though. You know with that, I remember going to the Astrodome back in the day. You
Okay.
know, and you might not have heard of this, but they had the $1 million scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
remember
$1 million
that.
isn't the same as it was back then, but they had the million. I mean, my grandmother took my brother and I down there to see it, and
Mhm.
it was amazing. I mean, by today's
Wow.
standards, I'm sure it looks like nothing, but it was really amazing.
Yeah, the little guy that was shooting the guns.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
man.
then, Bruce, here's my question.
Okay.
Who do you have winning the pennant this year?
Well, Texas Rangers are going to win it all this year. I mean, they're on a roll.
Says the man
Now-
with the hat he's been having since how long?
Oh, good gosh. I've had this since 1970.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so
I wonder why.
they're going to win this. I mean, they broke my heart a few years ago when they went to back-to-back World Series. And
Yeah,
they
I
messed them
remember
up, and I still can visualize where they hit the ball right at the end of the game to the right field, and the fielder could have made a play on it, and he didn't. And yeah, that broke my heart. I really thought that they had it that year. 2 years in a row. But
Yeah.
this year, Texas Rangers.
All right. Well, everyone, listen. Those are the types of tales we will be telling on tailgating. So, if you like what you heard today, please be sure to leave a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let us know. We'll let you know when our next episode. Daryl, Bruce, anything before we close out?
Nope. We'll see you next time.
Go Astros.
All right. Peace.